Have you ever noticed that when people get nervous in English, they start running? They speak faster and faster, trying to get all their words out as quickly as possible, like they are running out of air.
Oh, that is definitely me, Finn. I feel like if I stop moving my mouth, people will think I've forgotten my English or that I'm not fluent. The silence feels like a giant hole that I have to fill with any word I can find, even if it's a bad one.
That is the speed trap. We think speed equals fluency, but actually, speed often equals anxiety. If you look at the most powerful speakers in the world, they aren't the fastest. They are the ones who aren't afraid of silence. Today, we're going to learn how to use silence as a superpower with update number 10, the strategic pauser. But before we dive into the silence, hi everyone! Welcome back to English Flow with Mellow. I'm Finn, a communication specialist who wants to show you that sometimes what you don't say is just as important as what you do say.
And I'm Mellow. I'm here for everyone who's tired of feeling out of breath during a conversation. Let's learn how to slow down and command the room together.
Strategy number 1 is the punctuation pause. In writing, we have commas and periods to help us breathe and separate ideas. In speaking, silence is your punctuation. If you don't pause at the end of a thought, your listener's brain gets overloaded. It's like reading a book with no spaces between the words.
So I should literally imagine a full stop at the end of my sentence and just stop?
Yes, just for 1 or 2 seconds. It gives the listener time to process what you just said. If you keep talking without a break, the listener is still trying to understand your first point while you are already on your third. Try saying this, Mellow. This is a great idea. We should start tomorrow. Now try it with a clear pause in the middle.
This is a great idea. We should start tomorrow. Wow, even I felt more important saying it that way. It sounded more like a decision and less like I was just rushing to finish the sentence.
Exactly. Silence gives your words weight. Now, strategy number 2 is the thinking pause. When someone asks you a hard question in a meeting, most learners feel the need to answer in less than a second. They start with or immediately because they are afraid of the gap.
Because I don't want them to think I don't know the answer. I feel like I have to prove my English is fast.
But a leader does the opposite. When asked a hard question, they stop. They look thoughtful for 2 seconds, take a breath, and then they speak. This tells the other person, I am giving you a high-quality answer, not just the first thing that popped into my head.
So if a boss asks, what is our strategy for next month? I should just wait?
Yes, take a breath, look at them, then start. It changes the energy of the room. It moves you from being a student who is being tested to being an expert who is being consulted.
That is a huge shift in mindset. It's like I'm in control of the time in the room, not the other way around. I'm not chasing the conversation, I'm leading it.
Precisely. And finally, strategy number 3 is the emphasis pause. This is for when you have one very important point to make. You pause before and after the most important word.
Give me an example of that, Finn. How do I know which word to highlight?
Think about your main message. Instead of saying, the main problem is the budget, try saying, the main problem is the budget.
Oh, I see. The silence makes everyone lean in. It's like a drum roll before the big reveal. It makes the word budget feel much more serious.
Exactly. You are using silence to highlight your message. You are telling the listener, pay attention. This is the part that matters. If you say it all in one breath, the word budget is just another word. But with a pause, it becomes a statement.
I used to be so afraid of silence, but now I'm starting to see it as a design tool. In my UX work, we talk about white space. Without white space, a design is a mess and you don't know where to look. Without silence, a conversation is just noise.
That is a perfect metaphor, Mellow. Silence is the white space of spoken English. It creates clarity and focus.
This episode makes me feel so much more powerful. I don't need to have 5,000 more vocabulary words. I just need to have more courage to be quiet for 3 seconds.
That is the ultimate secret of charisma. Charismatic people aren't afraid of being seen while they are silent. They are comfortable in their own skin, and that comfort makes everyone else feel relaxed too. When you rush, you make the listener feel rushed. When you pause, you make the listener feel calm.
I realize that when I rush, my pronunciation actually gets worse because my tongue can't keep up. So pausing actually helps me speak more clearly too.
It really does. It gives your muscles a tiny break to reset for the next sound. It's time for today's practice challenge. We want to help you master the silence right now.
Here is your mission. In the comments, write a short sentence about your big goal for this year, but I want you to use an ellipses to show exactly where you would take a strategic pause for emphasis.
For example, my dream is to lead a global team.
Let's see where you put your pauses. We'll be in the comments, taking our time to read every single one. No rushing allowed.
Don't forget to subscribe to English Flow with Mellow. Let's keep making your English not just fluent, but truly powerful.
Let's keep your English flowing with Mellow. See you in the next one. Bye.